Hi, I'm Jim Taylor. Welcome to another video in this In Favor teaching series, which is titled, Your Words Are Powerful. We're looking at what God says about what you say. So in this part of the series, we're actually examining how Jesus used his own powerful words and what we can learn from that as a result. So be sure and download, print out the handout for this one. It's for video 13b. This is a follow-up to 13, which was Jesus Speaks to Demons. And we've titled this one, Jesus Speaks to Demons Again. We're looking at two different passages than before. Now, by way of introduction, Matthew chapter 8 is a chapter full of miracles. In fact, in 5 consecutive stories, Jesus speaks and miracles follow. First of all, there's the man with leprosy who comes to Jesus and Jesus says, I am willing, be clean. There's a centurion who says, Lord, you don't have to come to my house. Just say the word and my servant will be healed. And Jesus did. Thirdly, there's Peter's mother-in-law being healed and many demonized people being delivered by Jesus with a word. Number 4, Jesus rebukes the wind and the waves with his words. And number 5, Jesus sends the demons out of the men and into the pigs. So we're going to choose the 3rd and the 5th stories out of that series. And we'll begin with Matthew chapter 8, verse 16. One verse tells the story. When evening came, many who were demon-possessed were brought to him, and he drove out the spirits with a word and healed the sick. So Jesus now performs another miracle with his spoken and authoritative word. This was no long, drawn-out battle. There were no speeches. There was no drama, no struggle. The entire episode only takes one sentence. Jesus said the word, and the demons departed. Now, in this first story, we're not really told what the word was, but we get more information in the second story, more detail in verse 28 and following. When he arrived at the other side in the region of the Gadarenes, 2 demon-possessed men coming from the tombs met him. Now notice this. They were so violent that no one could pass this way. Take special note there of the level of their demonization and complete lack of meaningful interaction with human beings until this day. When they see Jesus, everything changes. Verse 29, what do you want with us, Son of God? They shouted. They immediately recognized his deity and his authority. Have you come here to torture us before the appointed time? See, they knew exactly what their ultimate destiny was. And they're wondering right now, is this the day? Some distance from them, we're in verse 30 now, a large herd of pigs was feeding. And the demons begged Jesus. Now, did you hear that? They begged him. They bullied everybody else, but when they saw Jesus, they said, please, sir. They begged Jesus, if you drive us out, send us into the herd of pigs. And Jesus answers them with a single word. It's a single word in Greek. It's translated by a single word in English. He said to them, verse 32, go. And that was it. Go. No screaming, no prolonged argument, just one authoritative command. And the result is not surprising. So they came out and went into the pigs, and the whole herd rushed down the steep bank into the lake and died in the water. Now, this is an especially vivid story, and it's one of the weirdest ones in the Bible. And it has such a tragic ending, because although the demonized men were delivered, the townspeople all chose to remain in their bondage, if you keep reading. But for our purposes, in this video, just remember that Jesus cast out the demons with a word, with one word. That's how powerful Jesus' words are. One word was enough. His words are powerful, as are ours. So let's think about this for a moment. When Jesus speaks to evil spirits, the demons listen and they obey. Between this video and the last now, we've seen it happen on 3 separate occasions, and there are other stories like this in the Bible. So when Jesus used his powerful words, miracles happened. The sick were healed, the dead were raised, the demons were cast out. We see in Acts that when Jesus' followers used their powerful words, the same miracles happened. The same ones. Sicknesses were healed, the dead were raised, and demons were cast out. Now, it's our turn, my turn, your turn. Remember these things. Jesus has given us authority over all the power of the enemy. The Bible says so. So when you combine our faith and trust in Him with our powerful words, the result is that the powers of darkness must obey, and sicknesses flee, and the dead live again. So we can do what Jesus did. We can do what the disciples did. Our words are powerful too. And that's what God says about what you say. Now the next video, in number 14, we're going to get some first-hand input on this, because so far we've been talking about these words, but that video is going to be concerned with what Jesus said about His own words. It'll be interesting and it'll be exciting. Hope you'll join me for that one.